All right, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sessions Live. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern Standard Time. And this is our time to get into it to talk about dating, relationships, love, motivation, personal growth. We get into all of those areas that help you to become better. So we want you guys to share the show out. Let some people know that we are doing this Monday through Friday, and come on over into the chat room and say hello. Check in the chat room when you come in, and so we're going to get this show on the road. So you guys, today our topic is lion or lamb. Why men don't pursue women like they used to. All right. So this is a good talk, a good topic because you know right now this is just how it is. There's a lot of there's an excessive amount of single women out there, and they can't figure out for the life of them why they are still single. Right. And I can tell you, I've met some amazing single women who desire love. They are open to love. They've checked all the other boxes. They got their education, got their house, they got their own place to live, they got their own car, they run their own business, have their own jobs. They have, even many of them have children already, and some don't, right? But they still cannot figure out why exactly it is that they are still single. In another time, in another place, these same women would not be single. These same women would not be single. They would not be available if this was, I don't know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I'm talking about high quality women who are doing their thing. But meanwhile, on the men's side, men, unfortunately, there are less men in the pool, right? Due to many things, incarceration. There's many more men in jail than there are women, probably like 10 times more, right? There are men who are just not in the place and the space to desire a full-time relationship with a woman. So there are less men for that picking, but that doesn't say that there's not one for you. I'm telling you. I told somebody the other day, I said, listen, uh, wherever you are, there's a man moving to that town who's trying to start over. He's probably still married right now. He's hanging in there in a bad relationship. Maybe he's with somebody a long term, and he's not, because of who he is, he's not ready to pull away from that for whatever the reasons are. Maybe there's property involved. Maybe there's a business involved. Maybe there's children involved. And he just is not ready to, or maybe he just really wants to rescue his relationship, but it's just not working. Okay. And so he decides, at some point in time, that guy's going to decide, you know what? I need to move on and figure out how to make my life happy today. And that man may well be the man of your dreams. All right. So, but the question is, why is it that men aren't pursuing like they used to? I remember a time, let's say back in the 80s, and I'm not old enough I wasn't old enough to pay attention in the 70s, but I remember hearing stories of men walking down the street, and I'm talking about whatever they was doing. Whatever they were doing, like they could be working, they could be doing construction, and sometimes stop whatever they're doing and either give that woman their whole attention with their eyes, watching her as she walked by, or stop what they're doing, run over there and introduce themselves. Hello, no way I was going to leave and let you go by and me not say hello to you. Hello, right? And she feels flattered. Hey, exchange numbers, boom, 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 right? When's the last time a guy stopped what he was doing to run over to you and get your number, ladies? When's the last time that's happened? A guy, he saw you across the mall. You were walking in the mall, and he saw you across the mall, and he watched you as you walked. He watched your whole stride, saw you coming down the mall, and he just and body just followed you until you got to where he was. Boom. He had to jump over there and say, "Hey, who are you? Because I need to know who you are." When's the last time that's happened? Yeah, it rarely happens. I go to the mall and listen, I'm just an observer. I love to observe people. One of my favorite things to do is people watching. I love to watch people, and I'll go to the mall and I watch the young people, right? The young guys standing in the mall talking to their friends. I see an attractive girl come by. I know that she's attractive, and I know they see that she's attractive. Okay, she got her hair all done. She got the baby hair popping on the side. You know, like got on a nice outfit. You know, and if I was 15, 17, I would have been over there, right? You know, so look, it's obvious. Like, this girl is very attractive. She's maybe walking with her friend. The young guys today, they see her, right, and keep on talking. They see her walk by, and matter of fact, half the time they don't even turn their heads to look at her. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? So we're going to talk about what happened. We are going to talk about what happened, you guys. What happened? And I'd love for you guys to chime down in the comment section or in the chat. You tell me what happened. What do you think happened? And I'm going to tell you what I have observed as having happened. So over the last couple of years, what I've observed is society has decided what men should do, right? There are some men that I just described in that scenario I just described. There are some men who took it too far. They took it too far and began harassing women on the streets. You know, catcalling and all of that, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, ladies, let's be honest, right? There are some ladies who appreciate a little catcalling. You know, you looking good, and you walk past the construction workers out there, and they start clapping and whistling. Ooh, yeah, baby. Right? Now, for some women, they like, oh, shoot, yeah, I know y'all see me. That gave her a little boost of confidence. For other women, they feel offended and feel judged and feel like, you know, they feel disrespected by that. So some men have taken that thing too far, just like with everything. Some men have decided that they're going to go over there and she's going to talk to them, whether she like it or not. And the minute she says, "I'm sorry, I'm not interested," he now she's got to be a B and an H, and you ain't all that, you B. Why is that? Because she turns you down? You're ego bruised. See, what I'm teaching guys, and I'm going to get into it a little bit more later, but I'm teaching men to you need to have enough self-esteem and self-worth to be turned down by somebody. She don't have to like you. And if she don't like you, so what? You know how many men are, let's say, messed up right now in jail or even dead or have killed somebody because they couldn't manage rejection. But rejection is part of manhood. It's part of masculinity. Like, how tough are you? I'm afraid for some of these young generation kids and people who can't take rejection. So what happens now is the young men, since now we can't take rejection, now they don't even pursue because they can't stand rejection. They won't come over to you because they are afraid of being turned down, afraid that you will say no, afraid that you'll say, I'm not interested, as if it's a slight against them. You are supposed to be tough enough, strong enough emotionally to take a turn down, right? And you know what? What I would tell guys sometimes, say, look, sometimes the turn down is just to see how you're going to react to it. Are you a baby or are you a man? Are you a child who has to get what he wants every single time? Or he's going to whine, you raggedy bee? Or are you able to be an adult and be like, you know what? Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for your time. I appreciate connecting with you. You have a lovely day. Right? Who's to say that she won't get 10 feet away and turn around and say, you know what? I like the way you are mature. I like the way that you are confident and you are able and respectful to a turn down. Take my number. You're the kind of guy I want to spend some time with. Boom. Right? The question is, are you a lion or are you a lamb? Are you able to take rejection and keep going like nothing ever happened? Or do you get scared, or are you tender and soft? We need more men acting like men. Come on in the chat room, you guys. Drop your comments down below. We need more men acting like men, talking like men, walking like men, conquering like men. I've got 3 things that I talk to men about when we having these conversations. 3 things that I talk to men about when we're having these kind of conversations. Purpose, power, and potential. As I'm talking to men, I'm focused on those 3 areas in them. And once it's in them, they can be the woman of their choice. Purpose. Why are you here on earth? What's your reason for being on earth? You could have been born a tree. You could have been born a bug. You could have been born a plant, but you were born of the highest species on earth. The highest, most intelligent, strongest. And then you're the male version of the species. So you are physically stronger. You are able to do things that the female species can't do. Purpose. What is your purpose for being on earth? Do you know why you came to this earth in the first place? I've heard it said before that the worst thing a person can do is to die and never know why they were born and created in the first place. Worst thing. Why were you created? Why were you designed in your mother's womb? Why did God put you in your mother's womb and create you as a full-grown person in a small package? Take 9 months to bake you out. And 10th month, somewhere around there, deliver. Right? Why? Why? Listen to this. Nothing in this earth has been created for no reason. Look around the room that you're in right now. Look around the room. If you look around the room that you're in right now, every single thing in that room was created for a reason. The chair over there was created for sitting. It's created for sitting. I got a box over there. The box was created to protect that which was inside the box when it got delivered. I got tables. Tables were to sit things on. The camera was to shoot video. And you were created for a reason and for a season. You got a limited amount of time to do the thing that you're here to do. That's the catch to this human life thing. Everything has a season. Everything's got a season. Why were you here? Power. That's purpose. Power. The second thing I talk to men about is power. Like having the ability to do. And I'm telling you, you have the ability to do anything. I tell men all the time, you have the ability to do anything. Sometimes you have to rehearse your resolve. You have to practice the potential conversation, the conversations in your head. You have to practice. You have to rehearse that you are somebody. You have to rehearse that nothing can overcome you. You have to rehearse the idea that you are never stuck. My father taught me, to every problem there is a solution. And I encourage my clients, and I talk to them, and I tell them, and I'm telling you, to every problem there is a solution. To every problem there is a solution. Come on, say it. To every problem there is a solution. There is a solution to every problem. It might take a little time, might take a little money, might take a little connecting with resources and adding people to the team to help, whatever it is. But there is a solution. Power. You have the power to change whatever circumstances in your life. And the last P is potential. Your potential is infinite. And every day you should be trying to get to the edge of your potential. Where is the edge of your potential? You know, I laugh with my kids. I told them the story of how I learned to play bass guitar. My cousin in back home in Jersey, I came home from college one year, and I was always around music. Of course, I'm a musician, but at that time I was a drummer. But I always wanted to play bass, but I didn't have one. I heard my cousin playing bass, and he was getting down. Like he was killing, right? I said, you know what? I want to learn bass. And I knew that he had two basses. And I said, yo, I don't know why people trusted me with this stuff. Like, I said, yo, let me take your bass with me to school, to college. He's like, you gonna take it with you? I said, yeah, man. He said, you gonna learn? I said, yeah, I'm gonna learn it. And he actually gave me his bass to take to college to learn bass while I was in college. I don't know why he did that, but he did. He said, yes. Look, you guys, I got lessons inside the lessons. Sometimes you can have what you want, but you just got to ask for it. Sometimes you don't have what you want because you have not asked. Ask, seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and the door will be open unto you. Okay? I just asked, and he said yes. So he gave me his bass guitar, right? Of course, I didn't know how to play, but I actually took a class, but the classes really wasn't how I learned to play. I took the class in the next semester. But what I did, you guys, was I didn't have an amplifier or anything. Of course, you know, a bass guitar is electric, and you got to have an amp to play out of, right? I sat in the dormitory in those concrete walls, kind of like the projects. And I put the bass guitar up against the wall, and lo and behold, I got a sound from the guitar against the wall reverberated in the room, and it was like I had a speaker. So I would listen to tapes that I had from gospel singers, Hezekiah Walker, John P. Key, right? I listened to them. Then I would listen to people like Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, I would listen to like, I don't know, some of the rappers that was on and learn their beat. I remember learning. I learned something from one of the Bad Boy artists, right? Up Against the Wall. And I kept that up, and then an opportunity came, and the people we were playing for, the bass player left. I don't think we even had a bass player, but just the musicians shifted, and an opportunity came. And my boy was like, "Hey, let me play drums, and you play bass." Okay. So I went out there, and boom, and I spent about 5 years from there playing bass. Many people in Virginia don't really even remember me playing drums. They know me as a bass player. I took an opportunity, and I learned that as an adult. There's something that you've always wanted to do, but you're not doing it. And I'm telling you, you need to get to the edge of your potential. There's nothing worse than saying those terrible words, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Don't get stuck saying those terrible words of coulda, shoulda, woulda. Just go do. Fellas, if you see the woman that you want to meet and you don't know her, go over there and meet her. Yes, now we didn't get much into the fact that the Me Too era actually does affect the way some men think. Because of that whole thing, some men back off, and they rather not be in your space and in your face, because they don't want to be inconsiderate. They don't want to be seen as a creep, right? Did you guys, ladies, did y'all know that in today's times, to go up and talk to a woman is to be seen as a creep? that's to be seen. It's no longer something cute to do. So most men today don't want to be seen as a creep. So you know what they do? They just stay back. They just see you and act like they didn't see you. But I got a few things. I shot another video. I'm gonna see if I can plug that video in here, where I talk about how to get a man to come over to you and to be open to him. It's all about the body posture. It's about the eyes. It's about the energy that says, "Come here." Trust me, a man wants to be able to come over there, but a lot of times the guy is stuck in his head and he's thinking, all these things. And if he thinks long enough, what they say, think long, think wrong, he's gonna walk away. So there are some things that women can do to invite a man to come over to get his attention. But the number one thing that has to happen is the guy has to believe that he is a lion and that there's better and there's more for him out there in the world. So, yeah, but I believe in that. So once that guy's got those three keys, that purpose, power, and potential inside him, he should also be seeking a woman who also has that. She knows her purpose. She knows her power. Ladies, sometimes you got to know your power. There's a time to be loud and woman power, ungawa, black power. Your mama don't take no shower. Like, there's a time for that, right? Strong black woman. It's a time to back off the strong black woman idea, y'all. I was talking to a lady last night. Lady inboxed me a question about this. And she says, I'm a strong black woman. I take care of my things, but it doesn't seem like I can get a good man to approach me or to be into me. I said, you know what? I asked her a question. Do you think that the men who come into your life desire a strong black woman, a strong, independent woman? Is that what you think they want? And it took her a while to answer. She sent another message in between that. I asked her again, do you think that the men who approach you are looking for an independent, strong black woman? And finally, she had to say, I can't say yes and I can't say no. And you know what? That was the perfect answer. That was the perfect answer. That means, you know, when you say I can't say yes and I can't say no, you know what that means? I don't know. And you know what? I can go with that answer. Because she didn't know. She didn't know. But I do. And I can tell you, strong, independent woman idea works everywhere else. It works in business. It works at your job. It works on the road, at the DMV. It works in the supermarket. It works all over. You know where it doesn't work? In relationships. This might, I don't know if this is going to hurt somebody's feelings, but men are not looking for an independent, strong black woman to date. Men are not looking for an independent, strong woman who, like, I am woman, hear me roar. Not in a relationship. Look, strong alpha men are looking for a soft, pliable woman who can add value to their lives, but not opposition to their lives. Because you take on that whole lion idea and bring that into the relationship, now you got two lions. And two lions don't work out. A lion and a lioness, they work out. Two lions can't do nothing but fight. Two lions can't do anything but fight for territory, fight for position. And guess what? There's too many women available out here for any man to waste his time fighting with one. There's too many. So he won't do it. He just say, oh, okay, you're independent. That means you're strong and independent. You know what that means? That means you don't need me. And some of y'all ladies just say, you know what? You right. I don't need you. Okay, bye. And he'll leave and go be with somebody who does need him. Because a man has to feel needed. A man has to have a place and a reason to be. If he doesn't, he'll go find one. If he can't find it with you, he'll find it with somebody. If he can't find it with you, he'll go find it with somebody. And there are plenty of somebodies just waiting. Just waiting. They got all the boxes checked too. But they're not going to be oppositional towards him. They're going to be helpful, but let him be a man at the same time. They're not going to be a pushover and on a doormat, but they're going to understand the power of their role in femininity. And there's power. Man, a feminine woman can get whatever she wants out of that guy. In her femininity, not in her masculine frame. Masculine women only get masculine energy back. That's the truth. That's the truth, y'all. You might not like it, but it's the truth. Feminine women get all the amenities and more. They get what they want. Masculine women don't. So this is why some men approach, some men don't. These are the reasons why some men approach, some men don't, and why some men never, ever will. But there are men who will. and you can attract those kind of men into your life. All right. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Look, we need you to hit the Patreon link down below in the comment section. Hit the Patreon link below and become a Patreon member. You can start at $5. It helps the show. It helps us to keep this thing rolling. And we've got more to go. So please hit the link down below. And until next time, we'll see you tomorrow with another hot topic on dating, relationships, and love. Till next time, peace. Love. Bye.